All right, we should get moving too.
Huh?
Get moving?
Where are we going?
Well, it would be a waste of time to just sit around, wouldn't it? Let me explain.
Oh, I get it. We're gonna see if we can get anywhere interesting with the Jupiter key.
Question. I have a honest question. Did we need a transition? She acted as if she had something big to explain when it's just, hey, we have keys, we should see if we can get any further and make more progress.
Yes. If we're lucky, we might find Snake.
And here's the Jupiter symbol on the keyhole.
All right, Junpei, open it if you please.
Yeah, on it.
Great, back to the beginning. You sure this is a good idea?
It's like a Metroidvania thing.
What do you mean?
Well, we already searched every inch of this room, didn't we? I'm asking you if there's any reason we came back here.
I have no idea.
You know, that's a good question.
I never promised
Can't
to be
believe
smart.
this. You guys followed me here, but you don't even know why.
No.
Junpei, you've got the solar system keys, don't you?
Oh shit, was there
Yeah.
something here?
The Saturn key card. And the Earth key.
What about him?
Don't you remember the elevator?
Oh, I'm stupid.
On C deck, where we are now. There was a big elevator behind the stairs, remember? And next to the elevator, there was a card reader with the Saturn symbol on it. And on A deck, on the door to the left, there was a keyhole with the Earth symbol on it, I think. So the two keys that Jumpy has?
Should let us use the elevator and the door on A deck. Huh.
Yes, that's right.
All right, I got it. Let's get started then. What do you say we split into two teams? Lotus and I will search the Earth one, so you two can search Saturn, all right?
Sounds good. Then you guys should take this key. We have no idea what's on the other side of these. So don't go too far. Just search for 10 minutes and come back.
There's a card reader next to the left elevator.
Then let's try out the Saturn key card. Great! It looks like it's working now.
All right. Now, how do I call the elevator? Oh, it
hit a
only has
button.
the upside down triangle on it.
I guess there's no up button. Well, we may as well try pushing this one.
I would never go in this elevator.
It opened. Look, Jumpy.
Like, nah. Nah, I wouldn't go in there.
Sweet! It opened! Let's get going.
Wait.
What?
I'm not really, I just, oh gosh.
Ah, she must be afraid of those boys.
Well, we will be all alone in here.
Jumpy?
Huh? Oh, nothing. It's not important. Come on, let's go.
I said
I like
wait
picking
a
the
minute.
wrong answer.
Why?
Aren't you afraid, Jumpy?
Afraid of what?
Well, you know,
It's your first time?
I might get wet.
What?
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 Down there. I'd get soaking wet.
You had a very poor choice of words saying, it's my first time, I might get wet.
Well, I mean, of course you would. That's the way it works. I mean, I've never heard of anyone getting soaking wet somewhere else.
That's true. You don't mind
Mind what?
getting wet?
I hate this conversation.
Well, I don't know. I think I'd probably, like it.
Gosh, Jumpy, you're so brave.
Really? I mean, I kind of think any guy would do the same thing, you know?
You know what bothers me about her? The eyelashes. She has like SpongeBob level eyelashes. It's nuts.
What happened?
You're so cool, Jumpy. I really admire you.
That doesn't really seem like the sort of thing you ought to admire someone for.
I'm really scared.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you've never done it before.
Yes. So, I don't think I'll be able to last very long.
Oh my god.
And then it'll be over.
Over?
Yes. I'll go to heaven.
Heaven?
It feels kind of like you're floating in space, and your mind gets all fuzzy, like when you pass out.
This is the worst and the best at the same time, but mostly the worst.
At least that's what I've heard from people who have experienced it.
Yes, I've heard that too. Although I don't think the same thing happens to guys.
What?
Huh?
But it would happen to men too, wouldn't it? It would happen to anyone. Once it gets into your body, the same thing happens to everyone.
Well, I mean, usually it doesn't go inside.
I've never seen a
I
bit
mean,
run
generally-
this long.
Yes, it does. Well, eventually it will. It's not like you really have a choice. Your body will force you to swallow some of it. Eventually.
Come on!
What are you trying to do to me?
Nothing. I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm just saying that that's what happens. It's a psychological reaction to what you're experiencing.
Oh, is that so?
I know most men probably have larger lungs, but even then, I don't think you could hold your breath for 20 or even 10 minutes. Eventually, you'd have to breathe, and then the water would get into your lungs. Once that happens, your body won't be able to get oxygen anymore, and you'll start to feel that floaty feeling as you pass out.
Oh.
That's when the voice actor's like, oh, this isn't about dicks.
Yeah, you're right. You wouldn't last very long.
See?
Come to think of it, the lower floor, D-deck, is completely underwater.
I cannot believe we went on that long.
An elevator heading to a submerged floor. That is pretty scary.
You know what? That actually kind of fits with this game where I feel like there are certain sequences that go just a little bit too long. Like that typing part and some conversations. That part.
Hey, wait a minute. This elevator came up from somewhere under us, right?
Well, yes, I guess it did. It didn't open right away after you pressed the button. There was a motor noise, like it was moving, and then it opened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So, take a look inside. It's not wet at all, is it? The walls and even the floor are totally dry.
Oh, you're right. They are.
Well, let's test it.
Test it.
Yeah, watch this. Now, I'll just put one foot inside the elevator and look over at the buttons. Oh, there's only two. E and... All right, I'll push E.
I think I can hear it opening on E deck.
Okay, that's done. Now I'll just press the button again. Yep, not a single drop of water to be seen.
We were supposed to be back in 10 minutes. We're gonna have a conversation about this elevator and fake dicks for like 11 minutes.
See?
What does that mean? How can E deck be safe if the D deck is full of water?
Well, here's what I think. The elevator shaft and E-deck must be watertight and separated from wherever the ship's been punctured. Here, let me show you.
I see. So is that why the ship hasn't sunk?
drawing diagrams. Get in the elevator.
The shape of the inside keeps it all from filling with
Get
water?
in the elevator.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on.
I would
So I'm gonna
like...
go down and check it out.
Yeah.
But
Come on, just do.
I'm coming with you.
Whatever.
Hey!
Oh
Crap,
my God.
it closed.
I can't just let you go alone, you know.
Ah, jeez.
What? There's no monsters. The biggest danger we ever face is
It looks normal.
dumb children getting locked in rooms.
Oh, knock it off. It's just like I thought. This part hasn't flooded. Come on, just look around. There's no water here.
You're right. It's not flooded at all.
Why would you think it was be flooded when we proved it wasn't?
See?
But there's a whole lot of water.
Yeah, right on top of us.
What's gonna happen if the ceiling breaks?
Well, we'd probably
We'll
get really
die.
wet up there.
Huh?
At any rate, we should probably go back as soon as we can, once we're done looking around. Lotus and Santa might already be back.
Okay, good idea.
Now then. Iron bars. Well, we can't go over there.
Right.
Then maybe...
Well, it looks like there's a long straight hallway down this way.
We have a 6.
Something's written on the door at the end. Wait,
Let's check.
I knew it!
I like the... Something's written up there. I don't know what it is. Like, really, nigga? It's a big 6. I can
This
see
is
it
a
from
numbered
there.
door.
We did it.
But we can't do anything with only the two of us.
True.
We better head back and let everyone know.
Yes.
The
Wait,
only thing we
what's
can
this?
make even is a 2.
Is this the map for Edek? I should take it with me.
I mean, yeah, sure.
Huh, so you guys found door 1. So now we've located 2 new doors. The 6 door and the 1 door.
You know, it is interesting that Edek wasn't flooded.
Well, we don't really know if all of Edek is safe. We only checked the area around the elevator.
Even so, it's still very interesting.
You said the 6th door was there, right?
Yes.
Then that means Zero planned all this out, even the sinking. That would have meant some pretty serious remodeling of the ship's interior.
It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
Yeah. I wonder how long it took. I can't even imagine how much it must have cost.
It would have been a ton, that's for sure.
Well, that does go along with what Ace was saying. The most reasonable explanation would be that this was done by some organization with access to a whole lot of cash.
Yes, it does make sense.
Yeah?
I don't think it's a very good idea to stay here.
Yeah, you're right. Ace and his team might be back already.
Oh shit, you're right.
Well, Junpei and I should be able to open door 1.
Huh? You guys leaving me behind?
Just kidding. All right, let's go.
Hey! Where the hell did you guys go?
7? What's wrong? What happened?
What the hell kind of question is that? Snake is...
Snake is.
Ah, crap. I like Snake. Snake was cool. It does fit in my theory that Snake would be dead and replaced by an evil clone.
He died, just as the 9th man did.
Oh, that's... But why would he? He knew it happened. He had no reason to disappear anyway, but why?
Oh my god. That's not true, is it?
We should make sure.
Yeah, right.
Wait! Not that way.
What? Why not?
I stuck a screwdriver in there to keep the door from closing all the way. It's not locked, so you can go in that way.
Where is he?
The shower room, on the left side of the hallway. I put a broom in there too to keep the door open.
That means we can get in without going through the numbered door, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then let's go. This wasn't open when we passed here before. Well, let's keep going.
Oh, it smells horrible.
Ugh, yeah, this is pretty awful. I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Where is he? Where's Snake? There.
LLR?
June, you should stay here.
But
Please, just do me a favor, okay? Alright? I'm going in.
There could be some really good puns about how Snake didn't see it coming, but you know. I had to mention it. Somebody was gonna mention it. Maybe I had to. My dogs are fucking pissed that I mentioned it, though. Yuck.
Just like Ace said. Just like the ninth man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
Oh god. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
It's definitely an open fracture.
Oh, the face. It's horrible.
Yeah, you can't even tell who it is.
Wasn't it? Was his left? Feel like the game's preparing a twist.
But the clothes are...
No mistake about it. It's Snake.
I'm gonna say that's not Snake. Here, Kiz is gonna throw his prediction right now. That wasn't Snake, because I remember one of his arms being chopped off. I'm pretty sure it's the left. No reason to mention it there. He can't have the bone to the left arm if it was gone. So, turns out, the Snake we've been hanging out with was the evil clone, and the real Snake somewhere. That or it was all fake. I played Danganronpa. I'm used to dumb shit.
Snake was probably murdered.
That or it turns out it was the right arm and I'm just completely off.
Chances are he was killed the same way the ninth man was. It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it. Alone. And waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead. Snake was the only one who went through the door. And then, 81 seconds after he was shoved in, that happened.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh? You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake. It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
Yeah. That means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Well, just in case, I want to make sure. Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
Then that means none of us have alibis. We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
Yeah. That means anybody could be a killer.
wait a minute. What are you talking about? How can you say that so casually? You're implying that one of us is a killer.
Well, not just one of us. If I'm right, then at least 2 of us are murderers.
Why don't you calm down a bit, Seven? What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? That's what Zero wants, you know?
What Zero wants?
Exactly. This game was set up by Zero, wasn't it? Any game has a winner and loser. Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner, and those who don't are the losers. Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Then you're saying that Zero is trying to split us up by making us fight each other?
Yes. That is why we can't let ourselves fall prey to suspicion. We have to trust one another and form a strong bond of friendship. Otherwise, we'll end up ensnared by Zero's manipulations.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
Yes. Almost certainly Zero himself. If there's anyone we should doubt, it should be Zero. He masterminded this game and kidnapped all of us. Doesn't it seem reasonable that he would have killed Snake as well?
Good question. If Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with us.
The way you set everything up, it's very possible that he could be doing it remotely. But no story like this is complete without a surprise they're here. In fact, it's very possible that one of the players of our 9, or 7 at this point, could be Zero themselves. Or he could be someone lurking in a control room, or where the 9 door is. So I'm gonna say yeah.
But I don't... Where could Zero be hiding?
I think Zero is one of us.
Oh, good. Guess I'm not thinking ahead. That is possible.
Well, that's possible.
Huh?
Like Clover said, Zero might be one of us.
What are you saying, Jumpy? Didn't you hear what Ace said?
Exactly. I said we shouldn't suspect one another for no reason.
I feel like the people that are least likely to be Zero are Clover and June.
No reason. I've got a great reason.
Really want it to be June.
what's that?
Just cause fuck you.
The bracelets. Why are the bombs in our bodies connected to the bracelets?
Though I don't think someone this mentally challenged as June could fit it,
You're all
but why
thinking
not?
Zero's hiding somewhere watching us, right? If he's doing that, then he could just detonate the bombs by remote control if someone did something they weren't supposed to. It would be a lot more precise and a lot easier. But if that's the case, then why is the bomb set off by the detonator in the bracelet?
You got a point.
I'm not done. Try applying the same ideas to the nonary game. All of the puzzles here run all by themselves. In other words, Zero doesn't have to be controlling them for the game to move forward. Why's that? Why would Zero bother to do something like that?
So let's say you and Clover are right. Zero's one of us. If that's the case, then it'd be really hard for him to keep track of all of us or control anything remotely. That's why all the puzzles run by themselves. That's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah. 7, when we were talking earlier, you said any one of us could be Snake's killer, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Alright then. I've got a question for you, Ace. You said something like Zero must be the one who killed Snake, right?
Yes, something like that. I can't think of any other explanation.
So what do we get if we combine those? They fit together pretty well, I think. Something like this. Whoever killed Snake is Zero. Hence, Zero is one of us. 7 and Ace's theories aren't mutually exclusive. They actually complement each other pretty well. At least they do if Zero is one of us.
What were his motives?
His motives?
Yes, isn't that pretty important? Why would Zero want to hide as one of us?
Oh, well, that's because... I don't know.
Well, so much for making a persuasive argument, Junpei.
In other words, you only had circumstantial evidence.
I don't really think that's enough to go on, you know?
Ah.
It's 3 in the morning.
We are almost out of time.
That means we have 3 hours left.
Then we need to move now. Seven, Clover, Junpei, I know how you feel, but you do understand that right now it's important we trust one another, don't you?
You're right, but
We must go. We have very little time left.
our next destination is Mercury.
But maybe you and June should check it out first and then report back to us.
All right, let's go, June.
Right. Here it is.
The Mercury card reader.
We're using the card 7 gave us, right?
Yeah,
I found it when we were checking out the shower room.
I think 7 said something like that. Anyway, let's see what happens. I guess the elevator works now.
Jumpy, I know it's only the 2 of us, but let's do our best.
What's with you all of a sudden?
Well, I'm happy we were put together.
You know it's just for searching E-Deck, right?
Even so, I'm glad I'm with you.
Oh, first we need to find out if the elevator comes up full of water.
Just like we did before.
So in a more serious fashion, for like serious predictions here of
Oh,
if
here it is.
there's anyone out of us who's the villain, my current guess, to be honest, and trying to think about it,
I knew it. It's not wet at all.
I feel like 7 would be a bit too obvious. I think Santa might be
Let's go.
Yes.
a major person there for a serious prediction instead of my dumb
Nearly all
long
of the
shot
buttons are
ones.
just-
Yeah, only the seat and bottom button.
Of course,
can
no,
be
my
pushed.
fucking luck with previous mystery style
We're on
games. I'm
C
usually
deck
right
now,
with the
so
dumbest
the only
answer.
one we can choose is bottom.
Yeah. Well, let's try it out. Oh, so this is the bottom deck. Hey, over there.
This is a numbered door.
This is the 8th one we found. There were 2 numbered doors on B deck near the central staircase. They were doors 4 and 5. 3 more in the large hospital room. Doors 3, 7, and 8.
And the door we found on E deck, and the door Lotus and Santa found on A deck. It was a 6 on the door on E deck, and a 1 on the door on A deck.
That means
Do you think the next door we find?
yeah, I think so. The next one's gonna be door 9.
Finally!
Yeah,
You don't look very happy about it, though.
it's not that. I just hope nothing goes wrong.
You're right. We should keep our fingers crossed.
Let's head back.
Okay.
So if I choose to go to 2, I'd be going with June.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Because
All right,
us on our
7
own make
pieces.
it. Of course, you can only do if there's 3, though. So that is wrong.
Just double checking, but everyone wrote their code name and a door number they want, right?
Yes, just like you told us earlier.
Can't believe we're voting here.
We need to make the whole thing fair, blah-de-blah. This is a complicated plan, you know. Hurry it up, Mr. I have a brilliant idea.
Yeah, quiet in the peanut gallery. All right, let's open these up. The first one says, Ace requests door 1.
Yes, I do. Would you like me to explain why?
No, we don't have time for that. Sorry. Let's keep going. Next is Santa. He wants door 6.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Clover wants 1, Lotus wants 2, and 7 also wants 2.
Wait a minute. There is no way I'm going anywhere with the Elephant Man.
Oh, there'd be no point to the voting if we let people change their choices because of stuff like that.
But,
Just give it up, Lotus. It's not like I want to hang out with some exhibitionist grandma.
Holy shit.
I am not an exhibitionist. I'm wearing clothes.
Citation needed.
Barely.
So, last I checked, that's not a crime.
No, it's just slutty.
Maybe. But what about common decency? Nobody wants to have to look at a chick who looks like a half-naked raisin.
So glad there's someone here that's shitting on her character design. Because to be honest, it is kind of dumb.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
Oh god.
Oh, not good.
Let go! Let go of me! I'm killing him!
Junpei, read the rest.
Right. June wants door 6.
Yes, I don't really have a reason. I just felt like it.
So this was everyone's vote. Ace and Clover requested door 1. Seven and Lotus requested door 2. Santa and June requested door 6. Then the door I should choose is... Okay, the last one is mine. I want to go through...
Alright, I heard that Santa wanted 6, and since I predict that he may be... If anyone's 0, my prediction is him, I'm gonna go to 6. That's all I'm basing it on.
Door 6.
Basically it. That was the first one we discovered, too. I mean, we gotta go through it, because we spent like a 10-minute conversation that totally wasn't about Akane taking dicks.
That's a problem. None of these teams will be able to go through the doors they want.
Clover and I chose door 1.
Lotus and I chose door 2.
That's not enough people to open a numbered door, however.
The digital routes don't match up either.
We've got similar problems. Junpei and I want to go through door 6, but our digital route is 5. If we're gonna open that door, we need a 1.
Damn, what are we gonna do now?
What are we going to do?
Why don't Seven and Lotus go through door 1 with me?
What about me?
Isn't that obvious? Wasn't one of the teams just complaining that they didn't have a 1?
You mean I should join Santa's team?
Yes.
Huh. I understand. I'll go through door 6 then. If we do as Clover has suggested, we can all pass through a numbered door and no one will be left behind. This seems to be the most reasonable solution.
7, Lotus. What do you guys think?
I don't have a problem with it.
Me either.
Alright then, we're good to go.
See you later.
Wait, Clover! Don't move on your own!
Oh, I'll be going too then.
Yeah, be careful.
We should get going as well. This is E-Deck.
There should be a door at the end of the hall.
I'm really nervous, because the further we get in, the more I hope I've gone the right way. Until someone eats me and then I get the bad
let's
ending.
Go. There it is. You guys ready?
Yep.
Then let's get to it.